it's Jessii Vee, and in today's video we're going to be talking about fortune cookies, which may sound very random, but you guys know by now my channel is the most random of them all. I actually stumbled across some very creepy stories about fortune cookies, and I was surprised because you don't usually hear scary and fortune cookies together in one sentence. So I thought in today's video we would talk a little bit about the fortune cookie history, and then we would get into the creepy stories and facts. I feel like most people know what fortune cookies are. They're kind of worldwide known. But if you don't know what they are, a fortune cookie is a crisp and sugary cookie usually made from flour, sugar, vanilla, and sesame seed oil. It has a piece of paper inside telling your fortune. Now, this piece of paper inside the cookie could be a fortune, it could be a phrase, it could be a set of lucky numbers. A lot of people actually use the numbers they get in fortune cookies to play in the lottery, and in 2005, 100 people won $19 million from using the numbers they found in a fortune cookie. That actually resulted in a huge investigation by the police because it sounded really sketchy and weird. So next time you get numbers in your fortune cookie, maybe use them. Now, the exact origin of fortune cookies are actually kind of a mystery and unknown, but we'll get into that in a second. I myself actually love fortune cookies. I love how they taste as well, which sometimes is a very unpopular opinion. I read online that the fortune cookie is actually made to taste super plain because the best part of the cookie is supposed to be the fortune inside of it, so the actual cookie itself is not supposed to be that spectacular. But I love the flavor and I love eating them. Like, I would probably still eat them if there was no fortune inside. I know that when I was a kid, and I don't know how true this is, but I had a teacher tell me in elementary school that your fortune only comes true if you eat the whole cookie first and then read your fortune. So you're not supposed to peek at the fortune until the cookie is completed. I don't know how true that is, but even to this day, whenever I get a fortune cookie, I eat the entire thing, no crumbs left, and then I'll read my fortune. All right, let's get into the history. Like I said, no one really knows who the first inventor of the fortune cookie was. There's literally so many different people who claim to have invented it. People say they originated in California, but the inventor has been a matter of debate. And because literally no one knows for sure, I'm not really gonna get into that, but there are approximately 3 billion fortune cookies made each year around the world, and the vast majority of them is used for consumption in the United States. So with that being said, let's get into the creepier side. I know that all the formats of my videos are like the exact same. Talk about the history, and then we get creepy. So while most fortune cookies have very lighthearted, positive messages inside of them, some people have actually gotten some very creepy messages. So I'm gonna show you a few examples of those. There was someone who was enjoying their meal when they cracked open their fortune cookie, and inside was a message that said, "Someone is watching you from afar." And what's weird is that I've actually gotten this message before, and I thought that maybe it meant that someone had a crush on me or something. You know, maybe someone's like watching me because I think I'm beautiful. But I can see how this message could be taken the wrong way, like it sounds kind of stalkerish. The next example is someone that posted a picture of their fortune cookie message on Reddit, and it said, "You laugh now, wait until you get home." And that is so eerie, and I just want to know, like, who's approving these messages before they go into the cookie? I would be so afraid driving home that night, going up to my front door. And lastly, there was a fortune cookie that literally just said, "Run." It's just one word, but it's definitely a very alarming word. I don't know about you guys, but I would have bolted out of that restaurant. But maybe the fortune cookie is just encouraging this person to take up some healthy running. Cause you know, exercise is good, right? All right, let's get into a really creepy story that I found. This story is called The Lunchbox. It's about this little girl who was in grade 5, and she had a crush on this boy, but she was just too shy to talk to him. Every day at lunch, she would notice that he had a fortune cookie in his lunchbox that he would eat after he was finished all his food. He would read this fortune he got in his cookie, and then he would put the piece of paper into his pencil case. He probably had about 72 fortunes in his pencil case because he had one every single day. And this girl was actually surprised his pencil case wasn't like overflowing with paper. One day, this little boy didn't show up to class, which she found to be a little bit weird. And she kind of missed seeing him open his fortune cookie like he did every single day. Then the next day came around and the little boy still didn't show up. and the teacher announced that he had actually gone missing and the police were searching for him. But they weren't having any luck, and they told the entire class if they knew any clues about this boy, please come forward. She decided to look in his pencil case where all the fortunes were to see if there were any clues. And the second she opened his pencil case, they fell all over her desk. And to her surprise, they all had very strange messages, and they all kind of had to do with the forest behind the school. They said things like, "You'll find what you need beyond the trees," or "Follow the breeze into the blanket of leaves," or "He's waiting for you by the tree that stretches the farthest to the sky." So all of these fortunes were hinting to this creepy forest behind the school. So she assumed that he must have followed these clues and maybe went into the forest. So she showed her teacher everything she found, and the police fled to the woods. They found his lunch bag lying on the forest floor covered in dirt, so they know he must have been close. It wasn't until the sun had gone down that they found him wandering around completely lost. He claimed that he was following a very tall man in black that told him there was a better life for him in the beyond. And I don't know about you guys, but when I read this story, I instantly thought of like Slender Man or something. It just sounds like something he would do, you know, luring kids away. He's commonly seen in forests. So maybe this story was hinting that that might have actually been the case. But honestly, how crazy would it be to solve a missing persons case with fortune cookies? All right, and the next creepy thing is called the fortune cookie app. There was a rumor that someone posted online saying that there's something wrong with fortune cookie apps. If you guys didn't know, you can go on the App Store and there's actually so many of them to choose from. Like, you can digitally pick a cookie and then digitally open it and it will digitally tell you your fortune. I guess it's for the people who care more about the message than the actual cookie. And as you know, I'm not one of those people. I want to eat that cookie. But you can actually download one of these apps if you don't want to, you know, eat the cookie. But there was a rumor that went on the internet about 5 years ago saying that if you use one of those fortune cookie apps after midnight, it will give you your fortune, but it will instead be the dark truth about your life that you don't want to know. So instead of like a happy, positive fortune, after midnight you'll get this scary realization. Like, some people have been told when the date of their death is gonna be. Some people have been warned about something bad that was gonna happen. It's just supposed to be really negative and creepy. So you guys know me, I'm a very curious person and I love to like try these things out to see if maybe one day it'll actually work. So I think over on my vlog channel in a couple days, Ty and I are going to download one of these apps after midnight, or maybe a couple to see if maybe one works and one doesn't. And we're gonna open our fortune and see what we get. So if you're curious to see what's gonna happen with that, definitely go over to my vlog channel and subscribe there. The video should be up very, very soon. But yeah, those are all the creepy stuff we're gonna talk about that have to do with fortune cookies. Obviously, there's not a lot I could find online because fortune cookies are just cookies, you know? But if you have any weird or creepy stories, definitely comment them down below. Or if you've gotten a very strange fortune, let us know what that was down below. But I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day and I will see you in my next video. Bye!